Alright, we are in the Diamond DA40 TDI. So, we're continuing on with our nearest journey in Nebraska City, going to the nearest airport on GPS. And that is going to take us to our next location. Obviously, we're not going to heliports. So, next up is, amazingly, we're not going across the border either. So, next up is, we've already been there. It's supposed to be Tecumseh. Why is it not showing Tecumseh? There it is. So, 18 miles away. And that is where we're headed. Let's go ahead, and we got that on there. Load it up. Cool, cool. Did it load it up? I don't think I did it right, did I? There we go. Now we should be good. So yeah, we got a paved runway there. I have never flown this thing. I actually took 5 hours to figure out how to shut the beeping up. Got that figured out. This thing feels very awkward, and hopefully it is all pretty simple to fly. Should be. But yeah, default weather, partly cloudy because the wind was just being absolutely stupid. And this will be more fun to do, and I can look around and not concentrate on flying sideways. But yeah, we're gonna head to Tecumseh. I'm guessing the airport is kind of near the prison. And then I think this is actually going to take us towards Lincoln. I was expecting that we'd go to Plattsmouth, but it is sending us this way, so. Which it makes sense because this is closer. But I thought we were getting a little too far away from it here. So this engine is weird though. I believe it's I think this is the diesel or jet fuel engine, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's at least a tricycle and not a tail dragger, and so maybe I won't look like a complete moron, although the wind now being lower is helping as well. But I'm sure I'm still gonna have some scrubby landings, but now we can land any direction we want to as well, just because the wind is at like 4 knots, and it may cause issues with smaller, lighter planes like this. But this is what we'll fly for now, and let's see what this thing can do. Got an interesting little note to it. Oh wow, it does not accelerate all that well. Okay, let's get ourselves turned to Tecumseh. Really don't know anything about the bits in between Nebraska City and Tecumseh. I don't think there is a whole lot. Yeah, just one tiny little town it looks like. Well, I'm sure a lot of tiny little towns, but on the map, we got Talmadge, Paul, and Cook. So, not familiar at all with this area because I either head south or west a little bit further south. Normally I just head south on 75 if I'm gonna get down to Kansas. When I was storm chasing, I don't really, this area I don't like just because hills. I only like to storm chase in the flatter areas. A little bit safer. We are not leveling out like I need. So this should be pretty quick to get to Tecumseh. 17 miles I think it said. And just going over a bunch of farmland. Got some low clouds, but nothing to worry about with that. I may even, since I'm not going to use real-time weather, I may even just switch the date so that we don't have such brown, boring landscape. But yeah, this will be the 5th airport that we've went to. And I can kind of see which way it's going to take us after this. It looks like we're most likely going to head up to Corver, but could end up going down to Pawnee City, so it's just a different way to explore the world. I needed to kind of change up what I was doing, because this, at least, I have no idea where I'm going to next. I know the area a little bit, but have no clue where I will end up by the end of the video, which I think is gonna make it kind of fun. Do have a little community over here, and that is probably yeah, that's gonna be Talmadge. Just a tiny, tiny town. You could use the road into town as a runway. A little creek going through here. That is Little Nemaha. It's actually some deep cuts into the landscape. So then we got Highway 67 going south here. I've probably been on this road at one time, but it's not something I often drive. I did end up out in the middle of country roads yesterday trying to take a quick shortcut home, and I thought it was going to be paved and it ended up not, but didn't matter too much. We'll probably be flying over that area. Actually, we're, yeah, very close to flying over that area on the next bit of the flight if we head towards Lincoln. But I believe Tecumseh is probably this bit right here. Our airport's going to be over here. Maybe the prison's there. Could be making that all up. A little bit slower plane. Actually flying really well though, but not really having too much wind is helpful. So yeah, just slightly rolling hills around here. I have zero idea of this airport. I'm gonna guess north-south runway. Yeah, pretty much. And it does look like it's right next to the prison, so that makes sense. Alright, we got that all figured out. How far off are we now? 5 miles, 5.5 miles. So I'm guessing now, I'm gonna say that's the prison, and the airport is over here. Kind of coming in perpendicular to the runway, but should be easy to get this thing slowed down and turned in for a landing. Come out a little wider here. Should be a highway running south in between the airport and the prison. That may not even be the prison, but I think it is. No, it is not. Is it? Is it? Maybe? Kind of looking like that's the highway. I'm just not finding the airport. Or is that the airport? Yeah, literally no idea in this area. Okay, that looks like a prison. The airport should be back this way. But that is not. So there's the airport. Okay. That's just a big old farm. That's the prison. Alright. Full cut of the power. Oh, this thing does not slow down quite as quick as I thought it would, but that's fine. It's slowing down quick enough. I'm gonna have to look and see what that is. I mean, it could just be a pig farm. Or if you want to go full Nebraska, hog farm. It was a pretty neat airport. I'm guessing a few flights from Lincoln to here because no one wants to drive down here. Ooh. Almost plastered it hard on the ground. Okay. We have made it. That was actually fairly smooth. I wish I had the numbers. I wish Flight Sim defaulted to providing the numbers on your landing, kind of like NeoFly did. But we're on the ground. Let's take a look at what NRST is going to tell us. It's either going to be 16 NE or 50K. NE20, huh? Who are you? NE20. I don't even see it on the map. Uh-oh. I just noticed we were rolling. Thankfully, we didn't end up in the grass. NE20. I guess let's get some info. Strawner, Nebraska. Who the hell knows? I guess we're going there. This is going to be a farm for sure. Direct. I have no idea which way we're even going. Oh, it looks like we're headed south. So this is a heliport, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're gonna head south. Alright, I found the town. Never have ever heard of it. We will go ahead and let's get some runway. How far out are we from it? 13 miles. Well, this is... yeah, we're definitely going to Pawnee City now. After this. And maybe the numbers are just off as well. I don't know. It seems like each plane has a different group of nearest, but it is not on the flight planner, which doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. That's why we're doing this, though. Alright, so let me just take a look. Yeah, this is going to be a we're flying over to figure out where the hell we're actually at. Trying to look at Pawnee City as well, just to see where their airport is. Alright, I see where their airport is. Strawner is just going to be some dude's random farm. So, alright, let's roll. We're headed in the right direction. We're going to need some runway at places. Away we go. Steinauer? I don't know. Thought I said it right the first time, but apparently I added an R. Oh yeah, and all those buildings are, those are giant buildings that are just north of the airport. That wasn't some weird AI thing. So, alright, off to find whatever the hell this airport is. And the bad thing is, like, it's giving me a town name. That doesn't mean anything because it could be 10 miles away from town. We're gonna head in this direction. Pawnee City will definitely be the one after that, but I thought that on this one. I also gotta type this in. So yeah, where the hell are we headed? NE20. Get that typed in. $9 miles out. So yeah, as you can see, not a whole lot out here. Tiny little hills. This is going to be a grass strip. And, yeah, I have really no clue where it's at. This flight planner thing has no information on it. What kind of info do we have on it here? It's soft runway, 2,000 feet. Is that the elevation? Might be. North and south. Yeah, this is gonna be an adventure. So we're 20 minutes into this. We probably will do this one and then Pawnee or wherever it takes us next. There is also a another airport near Pawnee, but I think we're going to be really close to Pawnee for it not to be Pawnee as the nearest. Question is, where the hell is this airport at? So it's north-south, so I'm probably guessing that it is right next to the road. Which means that it's probably right on this road. Let's slow things down. Cool, the road disappears for a bit. I mean, it could be out in the middle, but I have a suspicion that it is on this road. Yeah, this road just stops for a bit. It's kind of right where the airport is. Or runway. I won't call it an airport because... No. So it's going to be left? No. Okay. I've zoomed in too far. I see nothing right now that screams airport. Maybe that. Yes. Okay. Ooh, this is... Yeah, we're gonna circle. I was not gonna be at a good angle. Keep it in the air. God, the visibility in this plane is amazing. May as well not be inside an airplane. Oh, we are going to stall. Okay. Don't overreact. We got it. Don't hit the building. Oh, we almost... Yeah, we still chucked it into the ground pretty hard. Well, there we go. It's another one down. We'll go ahead and taxi back, and then we'll click on nearest, which should tell us 50K. A little downhill slope on this one. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna hop out and do a screenshot as well, just for an interesting one, because I think Pawnee is possibly boring. Let's do that real quick. Okay. And then Shift V. Alright, so park and brake on so we don't roll this time, and go to nearest, which not going there. 50K. Oh wait, the distance wasn't even... Why is it not sorting by distance? That's weird. That's alright though, because this was near. So yeah, 50K. Direct to, not that we really need that. And this is a grass runway though at Pawnee. Should be, oops, should be a quick hop though on this one. If we get off the ground. Alright, flaps up, and away we go. Almost in the exact direction of the runway. So Pawnee is a kind of north-south, but more at the angle. What are the runways? It is... One, 4, and 3, 2. Oh yeah, and the weather on here is saying 22 knot crosswind, so maybe the wind was correct. But you know what? I want to enjoy not looking like an idiot while I'm landing, so I am perfectly fine turning off the weather. And there's our airport. Right there. Probably have another one. You can get another one. We're just gonna have to make sure it is the actual nearest. The town over there in the brighter green trees. Pull the power back. Try to kill some of this speed. Get the flaps full. That way we can descend without gaining too much speed. hopefully I can be a little smoother in how I get this thing to the ground. A little bit of power back on. Otherwise, we're gonna stall out as I rotate. Perfect. Alright, well, that is Pawnee. This is a very, very wide-ass grass strip. What is our next one? So, that isn't it. Let me put 50K on here, just so that I don't accidentally go to somewhere we've already been. NE57 is 13 miles away. Ooh, but no, I think that's Kansas, isn't it? I'm gonna guess that's Kansas. We'll double check on that. So it's looking like NE57. Let's check out what KPAT is, though. That is Pawnee's. What? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think this thing knows. Am I just being stupid? Like, that's where we're at. Do they have like two different? But it's saying that we're 9 miles away from it. I don't know. Alright, NE57. Who are you? Liberty, Nebraska. We're going to a farm. Alright, so this is going to take us to Liberty, and then maybe we end up in Beatrice. Possibly. I don't understand the 9 miles away for Pawnee, though. So, I may just be being dumb. Let's just get us a little bit of room. Yeah, I'm very surprised, though, that we've looped back all the way to the border. Was not expecting that. I figured we'd end up going straight up 75 to Omaha. But glad we did not, because we've already done a lot of those airports on this channel. We're definitely seeing a whole hell of a lot of something over here. Alright, close enough to the end. Here we go. Alright, well, looks like we just hop on this highway. Laps are up. So yeah, just follow this highway down pretty much, and the farm, I'm sure it's a farm. General info on this has no info on this on the flight. Yeah, I'm so confused on what's going on with that airport, but let's see if I can get information on it. No, it's not going to, so. Alright, so it said... I've already forgotten what it said for the town name. Liberty, Nebraska. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it actually is marked on Google Maps. This is going to be a very narrow grass runway, but right next to the town, so that should be fairly simple to find. We can hop on path because it actually goes a mile south. There's a kink in the highway up here. So yeah, we kind of need to run small planes on this whole mission, since we could end up at a tiny runway. There's got to be a way that I can look up nearest, because I think some of the older planes might be fun to fly as well, and they're not going to have GPS. So if I can kind of pre-plan what nearest is from each thing and run some of those old aircraft as well, try some stuff out. Alright. But I'm definitely learning the area down here, which is, it's going to be interesting as we go. Like, I don't know if we're going to end up way out west, or if we're going to head back up north. It is good, though, that we're kind of like killing out this whole corner so that we don't end up backtracking and then having to do a long flight to skip over some of the places that we have been to. Okay, so the highway goes down. One more. Yeah, this is it's kind of an interesting plane. I'm guessing in high winds it wouldn't be a lot of fun to fly, just because it would get really shoved around. Calm day though. Pretty easy. Alright, so I think that is most likely the town. And then our runway is going to be like pointing at it coming into town, so I'm going to get a little bit of altitude just so that we can see it as we approach. Because it is a sod runway, which means it's possibly a pain to see. But sometimes the game makes them really easy to see if they're colored slightly different. But yeah, I think this is Liberty. And then the runway is going to be kind of on a hill heading into town. possibly right there. Go ahead and pull the speed back. Yeah, so we should be right there. I see it. Almost looks like it's paved, but I know it's not. Alright, let's kill off the speed. Flaps. Alright, well maybe it is paved. Last video we got a paved runway that was dirt for some reason. And maybe we're getting a grass runway that's paved for some reason. Yep, looks like they paved over it with fake pavement. Don't know why it would have done that, but I guess they didn't have the info on it. Oh man, this is kind of uphill. Oh, we went long. It's okay, we're gonna have decent braking power since it's randomly not grass. And that is Liberty, or Thompson. Thompson, I think, is the next one if we get sent that way. So, yeah, I'm gonna figure out if I can find nearest airport off the game, and if so, then maybe we come back with a older aircraft, or maybe we just continue on with the modern stuff. So interesting though. I'm kind of enjoying this. It's a unique way to go about it. We haven't got very far, but just to kind of show what we have done. We started here, went here, we went here, then we went back here, then down to here, and now we're over here. So a whole lot of Nebraska left. There's so many airports, especially if we're hitting all the farm strips. So yeah, hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching.